Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I've decided to record this video. It's just not only my thoughts, but just to create awareness of some of the things that happen around us, which we overlook. One such thing is when people go to school, maybe they can get a degree, get a master's degree, and people think because they went to formal school that they are literate. You might say they are educated, but really not educated, because for someone to be an academic, you must have a level of critical thinking that you do to prove that you have really understood life, you have really understood your discipline. However, we find the reverse as the case. There's one thing that bothers me. I've gone a long way listening to people online and filtering what people say. And when I sit down in my own time, because of my level of education, my background, I really think through what they say academically. And that is critical analysis of what I have heard. It's not just enough to hear it and then take it on its face value. I really think deep and analyze them and look at the evidence, because everything that we do must be evidence-based. It's not enough to come out and make categorical statements, and that is entertaining people. But actually, when an academic listens to what you are saying, he or she goes back to think, to critically analyze and what you have said, and come out with something that can be said based on the arguments provided in other thoughts by people. For instance, there's one particular thing that I want to say. I was listening to someone and he was talking about the religion that the white people taught us. They brought us they brought us their religion, and they try to infiltrate into our own religion, and people believe their own religion, trying to douse down our own religion. And I looked at it. Something said to me, what did the white man bring to us? Their own religion. And I now began to compare what they brought to us, which is their own religion, and what we have. And I look at what mattered. Evidence. Religion is a way that try to put people into a behavioral pattern which works for the entire generation, or the societal morals, which also work for people. What is important to me is, when they talk about righteousness, is doing what is right. And doing what is right is universal. It doesn't matter which religion or wherever it comes from. Doing what is right. And for my life, I am a Christian. And I was born in Nigeria, which is dominantly a black race. And I have lived there, I studied there, and I did not grow through our traditional religion. I became a Christian because I met my parents. I was born into it, and I have read the Bible, and I have seen the evidence base of what is working, and I have also been able to look at our own tradition, and I'm beginning to think about what did Christianity remove from my own religion. And I saw something like, killing of twins when people don't understand why a woman, instead of giving birth to one, will give birth to two, triplets, and so on. Therefore, the woman has committed abomination, and therefore should be killed. And I came to think about my traditional religion, not understanding science, not understanding why there should be twins, because you really need to think about the cycle, the reproductive cycle, why this happened, and why the other type, the race where I am living in now, the white race, they brought us this religion of Christianity, and we accepted it as a way of life. And now I filter myself through Christianity. What is it all about? What is it all about? It's about love. It's about making people feel belonged together. That notwithstanding, there's also human behavior. Even though people say, but they brought us Christianity, they took our minerals, they oppressed us, they colonized us, and so on and so forth. There's human behavior. That is why the Bible also said the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can know it? Even it's recorded in that Bible. It is not, the Bible did not teach them to oppress people. But the heart of man is desperately wicked. Who can know it? Now, coming to, somebody was talking about on the YouTube, talking about why should we take about their religion, but the person that is talking about it is living in their country, in a white dominated country. That is where this person is broadcasting from, and he's talking about to shame their religion. And I look at it that these people, their religion, what their religion taught them, is working for them. Is working for them. And now we, the Africans, that have our traditional religion, I haven't seen it work for us. We don't have good roads. We don't have good governance. Bribery and corruption. There is a lot of gap between the rich and the poor. The inequality is too much. Our socio-economic condition is nowhere to be found. The poor, we are in a century where we are still talking about let the poor breathe. When in developed country, the people that brought us the religion that we are supposed to imbibe, we are not taking their examples. The poor are giving benefits. They pay their taxes. But in our country, rich people don't pay taxes. They make laws and policies that affect the poor negatively and affect the rich positively. And they mock the poor and they say, let the poor breathe. But in these countries, you work, you are paid as at when due. Where I am living, you work, you see the result of your work, you pay your bills. Those amenities that you need, you work, you pay for them. The government takes it. As soon as before you receive your salary, the discount is made, and they will show you how it is done. Nobody pays more than the other. To say, I'm paying my tax, they have taken so much money. You pay according to what you earn. So we call such countries leveler. Everybody is happy. For you to enjoy those good roads, you must pay for it. For you to enjoy constant light, you must pay for it. For you to enjoy water, you must pay for it. For you to enjoy television you are watching, you must pay for it. Because there are people who actually are also enjoying it. There are people who are working to provide those things. So they need to be paid. That is why you have to pay. People that are working on the road, the maintenance people, those people that make those amenities work, become reality, they get paid. The person that carries your bin to make sure that your environment is tidy is working, and he needs to be paid. But sometimes we cry, oh, there are too much bills, there are too much bills. We are enjoying those things. That is evidence-based religion. Evidence-based religion. So probably it might be that when we absorb this religion in Africa, this white man religion, like we call it, we mix them up with our traditional religion. So we still do this part and do the other part, and it will not work. It will not work. Sand and iron filings, they cannot work together. Old wine and new wine, put them together, the taste will never produce a good taste. So you either focus on your traditional religion, where women are oppressed, where women have no say, where twins are killed. You focus on that and leave the white man's religion. Rather than you take this, it can never work. So we can never be biased about good evidence-based practice. These people, they practice what they preach, and then don't even think about oppression. You will say, yeah, they have made their place nice, and they are oppressing us. They are taking our goods, they are taking our minerals, because we cannot manage it. We cannot manage it. One person wants to take it all by his or herself and his family, not realizing that one day you will leave everything. You are only temporary here. Why do you take what nature has deposited for everybody and you take it all by yourself? And then you say, forget about these people, forget about this. But yet, we run. Tell me that person who will come to the West to develop country. See all, remember, there's one thing they said to us: order is the first law in heaven. And then you come and see the arrangement of things. You see orderliness. Even the car you are driving, you pay good insurance on it. Even the road you are flying on, you pay on it, because it belongs to people. It belongs to the society. It doesn't belong to you alone. It doesn't belong to you alone. You see your prime minister, you see your member of parliament, they are walking, they are riding bicycles. But in undeveloped countries, the people that want to continue with their traditional religion, you see them, they have, that is, fleet of cars following them, destroying the roads even further. They cannot even build common road. And then, why should we have the poor? Why should they breathe? Why should we have them in the first place? When nature has deposited good resources, good things for everybody, for us to richly enjoy, only few people will enjoy it. And then you say, let the poor breathe. That is why friction, terrorism, kidnappings, wars, and rumors of war can never cease in those regions, because you cannot eat alone. If you eat alone, you die alone. Let us borrow a leaf from those who have practiced their religion, and they have used their religion to better their lives, to better mankind. It is not to fight, it is not to kill. It is God that owns the whole universe. If you practice what you preach, you bring peace closer to all men. Thank you, and God bless you.